Hey guys, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctair, your host. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit today about underdog strategies in CWL. Anybody who's done CWL, you know that you get placed into a league, and then after that, there's no longer any matchmaking. It's just whether you win, whether you lose, wherever you end up. And that can be a little bit challenging in some cases. And recently they came up with the 30v30, 30 versus 30 games, and they didn't reseed anybody. So as a result, you ended up playing against people in your same league, but they may be like a lot stronger than you. Case in point, and we're just going to look on paper for this one. Taking a look at this current season for Divergent Void, you can see that Divergent Void has 6 Town Hall 12s, 6 Town Hall 10s, and then the rest are Town Hall 9s. But take a look at some of the competition. 12 Town Hall 12s, 7 11s, 6 10s, 5 12s, 9 11s, 14 10s, 8 12s, 5 11s, 9 10s. The only one that's a little bit lower than us would be ICANN. They've got only 2 12s, but then they got 9 11s and 9 10s, which are stronger than us. 10 12s, 21 11s. Here we got 8 12s, 11 11s, and 2 12s, and 7 11s. So, I mean, to say the least, on paper, these clans absolutely positively blow us away for their strength. This is just in Crystal 2. Now, back when I was running 15 versus 15, I had plenty of room. It wasn't a problem. We would go in with, say, 6 or sometimes 7 or even 8 Town Hall 12s. And then the rest would be a mix of 10s and 11s, and we were just fine. But now, in the 30v30, these folks, instead of splitting into 2 different clans, are bringing in their whole clan, which is cool. I mean, I don't have any problem with it, but we are a serious underdog. And last season, in Crystal 1, we got crucified, lost all 7 rounds. But when you're in a position like that, you've got to be strategic about how you're going to manage your attacks, and that's what I do. First and foremost, let's take a look at one of these. Now, this particular one, the clan didn't really attack, which really surprised me, because they could have easily steamrolled us with all the 12s they had. But you'll notice there are a number of bases that I didn't attack. And the reason why I didn't attack those bases is because the lower bases provided me the better stars. I was able to get 2 and 3 stars on most of the lower bases. And those where I only got 1 star, I went ahead and hit them a second time for the main part to get that second star, or even the 2 stars that I missed. And that was it was basically taking my games and saying, okay, what are the capabilities of each one of my games? Are they strong enough to be able to beat this particular base? What's a good example of this? Take a look at one of the ones where I 1-starred it and then came back and got it later. So Clashifer and Kame Warrior on 23 and 24 were both 1-stars. Holtier picked up 1. Grumpy Old Man picked up 1. So you can see right there are 2 examples where I went back and got that other star. And that's how I was able to get up to 46. Now, your objective when you're in an underdog status on CWL, hey, Paul, your objective when you're in underdog status is to get at least 8 stars for each one of your games so that you will be able to get the full awards that are available in that particular session. And to that end, I go through, before I plan my attacks, and take a look at how many stars each one of my games have. So I'll go down to the bottom, and here you can see Loco Lobo only has 3 stars. Well, we're on the 4th round, which means if he gets just 1 star in 4, 5, 6, and 7, Loco Lobo is not going to get full medals at the end of the season. And that ain't cool. So I have to run Loco Lobo against a slightly easier base to get his star count up to a minimum of 8. In this case, I want to get a 3-star to get him up to 6. Taking a look at the next one up, Feng Bao, Clash Nut, Guaiha, Phoenix Abyss, Grumpy Old Man, they've all got 4. Got a little bit more room to play there. So if I can get 2 stars on each one of those, then they literally could get 1 star in 2 and then no stars on the 3rd over the next 3 rounds, and I'll be doing fine. This is the kind of thinking that I apply to choosing which attacks are going to go for where. Now, this particular game, the current season match, going down to the bottom, because obviously the easiest bases are down there, you can see that this clan is a bit of an underdog to us. And they've got a Town Hall 7 and 4 Town Hall 8s. Their Town Hall 9, not particularly strong. Something I could probably take out with a lower level Town Hall 9 running Dragons. Taking a look at another one of their Town Hall 9s. Very much the same thing. So basically, their bottom 5 to 7, give or take, are actually lower level games that I can very easily 3-star. Certainly 2-star if I have a bad attack, but most likely I can 3-star these bases. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to come into my list of all the games and what's got how many stars, and from here I'm going to decide, can I dip, sacrifice a higher level attack, and dip to be able to get the stars I need so that at the end of the season, I walk away with at least 8 stars on these games. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Feng Bao has got 4 stars, so it's Clash Nut, Guaiha, and Phoenix Abyss. Actually, Guaiha is a Town Hall 10, so I'll talk about him in a minute. Grumpy Old Man is a Town Hall 9. So those 4, they're all going to dip and hit some of those bottom Town Hall 8 games, as opposed to hitting a Town Hall 9 that's closer up to where they are. So remember that we got Phoenix Abyss, Clash Nut, Feng Bao, and Grumpy Old Man. And if we look at about where they are, Phoenix Abyss is 13, Grumpy Old Man is 15, Feng Bao is 17, Clash Nut is 18. So there are going to be some pretty serious dips going on there. I'm probably going to take them down to around, well, certainly 24 and 25. Those are both dragon friendly. Yep, so's 23. So I'll probably hit 23 with one of those. $22. He's got all 4 of the ADs. Where's his second blower? Oh, there it is, off in the corner. So yeah, 22 is another one that's very dragon friendly. By the way, guys, if you design a base for war, it's fine to have one of the air sweepers in the middle like that, but putting another one on the outside like that, that's not good. It makes it really, really easy to go after with a dragon attack. So kind of keep that in mind. So I'll hit those 4 with dragon attacks from those other 4 bases, the 4 games that I talked about. And then I'll go to my lowest Town Hall 9s, my weakest Town Hall 9s, which include things like, for example, GWN, Calavictus, which just turned Town Hall 9, like, I don't know, not even a month ago. Nouveau Clasher and Upepo Hocico. Those will be the ones that I'll hit those Town Hall 8s and Town Hall 7 with. And when all is said and done, I'll walk away, most likely, with 7 stars for each of the ones that have 4. I already ran Loco Lobo and picked up his 3 stars. And a couple of the ones that have 5, like Upepo. Let's see, Upepo will get up to, say, 8. Nouveau will probably be 8. Calavictus. So yeah, I'll finish a couple of those games off to where what happens in the next 3 won't even matter for him. That's kind of the strategy. It's call it losing gracefully. It's a strategy for underdogs to make sure that if you're going to lose, at least you're going to lose and get enough stars in the end to still get whatever medals are available. Now, talking about somebody a little bit higher, Guaiha. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about Loco Lobo. That's a really good example. Loco Lobo is a Town Hall 12. And it's an all level 1 Town Hall 12. So we'll bring it up. Here he is. So here you go. He's all level 1. The only thing that's not level 1 is offensive stuff and, of course, the Town Hall. I finally started to work on a defense, and, well, I did the Giga Tesla on the Town Hall, but now I'm working on the Eagle Artillery. But other than that, everything else on this base is level 1. And that means that he's most likely going to get 3-starred, although it's only happened once so far. The other times he's been hit, he was only 2-star. Go figure. But more importantly, I've had trouble getting some decent attacks in with him. So what I decided to do with Loco Lobo was to attack down their number 10. And their number 10 was actually a fairly weak Town Hall 11. Now, as you take a look at this, you can see he's got weak walls, which is fine. That's really not that important. And drop the volume on the game a little bit there. What's more important is the level of the various other things on the base. Like, for example, his ADs are only level 4. Low-level air sweeper. And then, of course, the layout of the base, very conducive to, say, an Electro Dragon attack, because everything is so close. You can see the Electro Dragons just zip through the base. Now, again, like I said, this is a part of the strategy of CWL. It's not like Classic Clan Wars. If I were playing to win, I would still run my attacks very similar to this by looking at each of the bases and figuring, okay, which one of the bases is the weaker ones and which ones are the stronger ones. Which of my games are the weaker games offensively? Which of them are stronger? And then I would focus in on the weaker games on both sides. Because if I have a weaker offense going against a weaker defense, I'm more likely to get a high number of stars and either win or at the very least secure enough stars to make it to the 8 stars required at the very end. Kieran, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Talking a little bit about CWL strategies. So that's, like I said, that is the way that I run my CWLs. And again, looking to win, it's going to be the same basic idea, a little less focused on the individual stars. I still want to make sure I obviously get the 8 stars, don't get me wrong. But focusing on the strength of each of the bases as I go through. Now, in my case, it's a little bit easier for me because I'm the only person who's doing the attacks. Since I have, 40 accounts, I run a 30v30 with all of my accounts. I'm the one who's going to decide that this base is going to go after this one, that one's going to go after that one. If you're running your own clan with, say, 30 people in it, or even 15, if you do 15 versus 15, you need to assign the attacks, figure out what each player's strengths are, and assign the attacks. All of my Town Hall 9 games are running dragons. That's it. I don't have any Town Hall 9 games that have, say, Go Weeva available. Valkyrie and Golems, for example. So if I'm going to be running all dragon attacks, and I find that one of the bases that are opposite of them isn't a good fit for dragon attacks, I'm not going to run the dragon attack because that just wouldn't make sense, right? Let's go ahead and switch out here. We're going to go and run a couple of live attacks. We'll see how we do. Go over to, how about Grumpy Old Man? I think I have that one on here, don't I? Yep, there's Grumpy Old Man. Something else I like to do on these games is put the clan castle into sleep mode. That way I don't have to worry about going back and forth and filling clan castles. So we're in good shape there. Grumpy Old Man has level 14 and 15 heroes. That's pretty good. We can do some decent damage with that. Let's take a look at 22. He's got 2 Expos. 1 set to ground, 1 set to ground air. So the one on the left is the one I've got to worry about. I want to get to him quickly. I can take out the 2 ADs. And then, oh really, I can drop 1 dragon over on this side over here to take out that air sweeper. As long as he comes up from the bottom, yeah, it's not even protected. So I can drop a dragon over here and just take out first the builder hut, then these, and work my way in. So that works out. And we'll come down from the top to avoid this blower. So this should be a 3-star. We'll see how it goes. Get rid of those ADs. Again, they're low level, so that's nice and easy. We'll drop the dragons around, put the Electro Dragon up here so it works its way into that. And I'm actually going to change it up a little bit here. They've got that AD out of the way. You have to give them a little bit of help, unfortunately, on the Expo. All the heroes have to do is get that air sweeper. All right. So the heroes have gone down, but we still got plenty of dragons, including that Electro Dragon who's going to help. We'll slow the roll of that last AD down there at the bottom. There we go. And because that Expo was set to ground, it's no longer a threat. The only real threat that remains is that hidden Tesla, but we got plenty of dragons to take care of him. He'll take out the Electro Dragon maybe, but that's no big deal. Always be sure to watch your 4 corners so that you don't get in trouble with that one builder hut that just happens to be in the back end. And boom. There we go. 3 stars. Now in the next match, that account will have 6 stars, and I can use a little bit higher up and still get the 8 stars I need to end the season with full rewards. So that takes care of Grumpy Old Man. Let's take a look next at... Oh, he'll have 7 stars. I'm working on the 4s already. Let's take a look next at Phoenix Abyss. I'm going to have to transition out here for one quick second. And... this would be a lot easier if Supercell would just change the SCID screen to show the IDs rather than the email addresses associated with the IDs. There we go. Looking good there. Now we've got level 15 heroes on this game, which is plenty strong enough for anything we need to attack. Now let's take a look at 23. 23 does not have Expos at all. We have 1 AD that we can get to quickly and easily with dragons, 2 ADs that we can take out with the lightning spell, and 1 over here that we should be able to get with our heroes. Shouldn't be too hard to take that out. It's kind of a suicide hero thing, I guess. The two air sweepers, though, could be a little bit of a challenge for the Dragons. It just overlaps that one AD up there, so we're going to have to watch that. That might be a problem. Hopefully it won't be, but we'll see where it goes. I'm going to run the attack now. Two lightning spells takes out each of the ADs in question. We'll drop a freeze up there. Now let's get some stuff started down here. There we go. That's good. Got that AD after all. And they've got the Clan Castle troops. It's not looking good for the heroes taking that out. Come on. There we go. Queen's got it. So the rest of the dragons should work their way around and get down into the area of the town hall after they finish off these last couple of buildings in the corner. There we go. And by rights, the Electro Dragon will take out the two air sweepers as well. Holding off on that last free spell just in case we need it. I don't think we will. And pop her ability. Let the dragons work their way through. There's plenty of dragons left. Oh, I love my Electro Dragon in the CC. Don't even need the last free spell. Good for the 3-star. Now, under other conditions, yeah, I would have attacked higher with that account. But, again, I want to make sure early on I've got enough stars to get the full complement. Because those other clans I'm going to be going up against in the next few matches, with the exception of one, they've got more Town Hall 12s than I do. And they've all got more Town Hall 11s than I do because I have no Town Hall 11s at all. So, depending upon those bases, I could very well be in a very bad position. Yes, rest in peace, Town Hall 9. Now, taking a look at Guaiha. Guaiha is a slightly different account. Let me bring him up. Go ahead and real quick train up my next army and request. Let's see. Guaiha. So, Guaiha is a recent Town Hall 10. I just took it to Town Hall 10. I don't think I had it for the last CWL. I think it was just a couple weeks ago I got this one to Town Hall 10. And it's coming along really nicely. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So it is growing just fine. But the only thing I really have available to me so far that I can use for war attacks are dragons. What I like to use at Town Hall 10 is either miners, which you can see I'm starting to upgrade right now, or potentially bowlers and giants, which I call brawlers. But neither one of them is available yet, and I don't have witches available yet either. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get all that upgraded on this game. So I have to go with the quickest and easiest, which is, of course, dragons and lightning spells. Heroes are also at 13 and 15, so I usually get them at 15 and 15 when I upgrade to 10. I did this one a little early. So we're going to be wanting to do another attack on a slightly weaker base to try to get enough for our 8. See, Guaiha is number 11. So I'm going to look at a dip. What can I do on this one? We got a blower at the top, blower at the bottom. Let's see what else we got. Now, this one has both blowers pointing down. That's a little bit easier for the dragons to deal with. And we've got a lot of buildings close to each other. So that means as long as the Electro Dragon can fire, it's going to get him out. And it looks like ground and air on all of the Expos. Where's the third Expo? He doesn't have a third Expo. And he doesn't have the Inferno Tower, so this is a 9.5. Do I think Weiha can take out a 9.5? Man, that's a good question. Can I drag a 9.5? Coming down from the top. Is this Clan Castle filled? Clan Castle's full. No, there's only one way to find out. Let's see how this works out. We're going to zap the two side ADs. Get a little damage on the Expos along the way. And I think, yeah. If I can get the Stone Slammer to drop just one bomb, perfect. Now we just got to keep an eye on the heroes as they get pummeled and decide where the best place is to drop this second free spell. Should be good in the middle. Oh, dang it, missed the Barbarian King. Oh, this is not looking good. It's not looking good. We bomb the attack. I hate it when that happens. Live and on the air. That's the one thing about dragons, the Town Hall of 10 and up. They don't always work out so hot. Really thought I had that one too. Should have held back on the heroes, I think. It'll be a good solid 1-star, but I wanted the 2-star. Would have gone better if I had my ground troops. Now that is, like I said, where you begin to get in trouble as the underdog. So Weiha only had 4. So now going into the 5th match, he's only going to have 5. Which, it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's getting a little bit dicey. Let's flip back to a Town Hall 9. Take a look at Feng Bao. And do a quick request on troops there. We go. And Feng Bao. Feng Bao's a nice solid Town Hall 9. Working on all the troops still. Got to put one more level on my Valkyrie so that I can start doing Go Weave over on this account. And as you can see, I'm almost there. 66,420. Matter of fact, yes, I am there. So starting with the next run after this Valkyrie upgrades, I'll probably go ahead and book that one. I'll be able to start doing Go Weave on this account, which is great because it's a much stronger attack at Town Hall 9. Go Weave golems and wizards and Valkyries. For anybody who doesn't know, there is what I use for my Go Weave attack. You use the Hog Rider to try to pull the clan castle, and then the archers are around the outside to pull whatever's in there further out, and then you can surround them with the wizards. or your archer queen, depending. Wizards you want to use to kind of create the funnel so that the Valkyrie will go where you want them to go. And of course, the golems, well, they act as tanks. They'll beat up on walls and various defenses, but more importantly, they're going to soak up a ton of enemy defensive fire so that your Valkyries can go in and clean out the base. But let's see what we're going to do with this one. We're going to go... There we are. Back down into the 20s. And Feng Bao is 17. Now you see I could hit this base, and it does have weaker ADs, not to mention one AD that I can really easily get to. And funny, they got the Chinese New Year decoration there. But with the Expos, well, it's set to ground. Is that also ground? Yeah. See, now this is where I'm torn. I think I could do this one just fine with dragons. I usually wouldn't do a mirror on when I was trying to get stars on, but I mean, I do have plenty of room left. So I think I'm going to go ahead and hit this one with dragons and just do mirror. The next question is, where do I want to come at it from? I think I can come down from the top. Yeah, that's not going to get anywhere close to that AD. Things are nice and close together, so the Electro Dragon will do just fine. Yeah. All right, this base is actually a good base to hit with dragons, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Sometimes it just works out. We'll freeze that AD up there. That takes care of that. Their Archer Queen is down. We have one AD left, which hopefully the Archer Queen will take care of for us in just a moment. There she goes. That's great. Making short work of the core of the base. Anymore, you got to have your expos pointing up. Ah! Got it down too late. That's all right. We didn't really need it. Strength of the Electro Dragon will make sure this one goes well. There we go. And just like that, Feng Bao has 7 stars. Love it when a plan comes together. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how exactly is it that I'm able to manage 40 games? And believe it or not, it's not as hard as you would think, because sometimes I can do things on the games like I just did here during CWLs. I do it when I'm streaming. I can literally go through all of my games and just collect from the collectors, clear collectors, and maybe even start upgrades in that. Typically over the course of just a couple of hours. It doesn't take very long to do it. And since there's so many timers that are set up on these games, and that's how all the freemium games are, of course, there's only so much you can do before you have to start spending gems or money in order to do anything more. So I go ahead and get all the upgrades started that I can do, or maybe run a couple of attacks if I have to supplement the resources, and then just move on to the next game. There are times like during the clan game season when I'll have 3, 4, 5 different tablets going, and I'll just bounce between them, sometimes running attacks, one on the left hand, one on the right hand, very quickly to just fulfill whatever clan game task I'm working on. Works out fine. It's actually not that hard, believe it or not. A lot of people think, oh, it's going to be really, really difficult to do that, but it's not. This particular game, I've already got everything maxed on it except for Walls and the Archer Queen and Barbarian King. Do I get the troops done? I think I got... yeah, I've got the Elixir troops done. So this game's actually probably going to go to Town Hall 10 here soon. Just going to work on some more walls to finish those off before I actually do it. So going back into the season info. And like I said, this really is how I run these guys. Anybody wants to know the logic behind it. Naid Kosanta, that's a Town Hall 10. Oh. Firestar is a Town Hall 10. I'm just looking at the ones I've got on this particular tablet. Clashifer is a Town Hall 9. Where's Clashifer at right now? Clashifer is 22. Let's go ahead and run Clashifer real quick. See if we can't get him to a 3-star. Because that'll be nice if we can 3-star Clashifer. That'll give him a total of 8 for the season, and he'll be done. It'll be really nice when I don't have to worry about making sure I get my 8 stars on everybody. So he's ready for attack. Let's take a look at 24. Well, that looks familiar. Level 480 on the outside, 2 in the middle, 1 in the corner. Buildings clustered close together, which is great for an Electro Dragon to take down, especially with those 2 storages right there, which will have him come out with all kinds of great zaps. Well, knock on wood, we can use the same attack on this that we did on the last version of it. Something else I don't do. I never run the same base on multiple games. A lot of people do that. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's easier. I've never thought of it as being easier. Here comes the troops. We need the Archer Queen to move over and take out that AD. Will she do it? Yep, she's got it. Pop her ability. Town Hall goes down. Boom. Sudarshan, hello. Paul, you're going to try running 10 accounts, you're saying? And just like the last time, not going to need to pop the final free spell. All right, so just like that, Clashifer now has 8 stars and is good for the season for full rewards. I can use him wherever I want to next. So let's see, we had Firestar and Naid Kosanta as Town Hall 10s with 5. Do I have any other 9s on this tablet? Cyberon's a 10, Zed's a 10. Oh, GWN's a 9. He only needs 2 stars. I can do GWN. Yeah, let's go ahead and run GWN real quick. Get the next army trained up, put through the request. Okay. Put up my transition screen. Oh, thanks, Sudar. Is it? Do you go by Sudarshan or Sudar, or how do you say your name, bud? And there we go. GWN. Clear out the collectors. Clean up the lawn. Castle is full. That's good. Little bit lower heroes on GWN. If you look at it in the lineup, you'll see it's probably the weakest Town Hall 9 that I got. Down at the very bottom here. And, I mean, I almost feel guilty about it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take out the Town Hall 7 with it. I know, I didn't leave a look at it. It's just the Town Hall 7. We'll freeze that dragon, get him out of our way. Put the heroes on corner duty. I'm glad to hear they help you. I can't wait for Builder Hall 9. It's coming. Got maybe a month. According to Supercell, they are on schedule for Builder Hall 9 in the first half of 2019 still, and that would mean that we're going to get it, knock on wood, in June, along with the summer release. I'm going to be doing more live streams. I've been trying to figure out the best time to run my live streams because I'm going to run two. One in the early part of the day, one in the later part of the day. I want to try to make sure that I cover the U.S., Europe, India. I'd like to branch into a little bit of Asia because I got some buddies down in Australia and that. And I'd like not only to be able to feature some of their stuff, but at some point I want to actually bring them on when I figure out how to do like a live stream with, a guest on it, which I'm working on figuring out. That out now. But the best times for live streaming to hit all those different time zones, it's a bit of an enigma to me. A lot of the folks that I want to hit, their time zones are just a little off. It'll be a little bit better over the summer because during the summer, obviously, kids are out of school and the 20-somethings are out of college, so I mean, summer vacations and so forth. A lot of folks go on holiday over in Europe for like a month. That must be awesome. We don't do that in the U.S. I wish we could. It would be great. Yeah, definitely overkill. I know. So it would be nice if I had my my other tablet over here with me. I don't think I can switch tablets. I think I've done all the lower level accounts I can do on this tablet. Another limitation of SCID, you can only put 20 on one tablet. Let's see. Yeah, everything left is up at the top, and I don't run those. All right, I'm going to try something, guys. I'm going to see if I can switch tablets live. I don't know if it'll work. I've never tried this before. We got our fancy new please stand by screen up. We'll see if this works out. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Crash and burn. Will it work? Can I do another tablet live? Just sit there and watch my please stand by screen. I know it's boring. Oh my gosh, it looked like it worked. Now all I got to do is get out of this screen. Give me one quick second here, guys. One more second. Almost done. Almost done. I can't believe that worked. I was actually able to transfer from one tablet to the next one, and the software adjusted. So now we're on the second tablet with all those accounts. Got Calavictus up. Brand new Town Hall 9. He's ready to go. We're going to run this attack on a Town Hall 8. Yep, going to be overkill again. I'm starting to feel guilty. His blower's going that way, so we'll take out this one and that one. Nothing in the four corners. Freeze an AD. Why did that other AD go? All right, that's irritating. The second AD didn't go down. I must have been a little bit off when I sent the lightning spell down. I hate it when that happens. Still ain't going to survive. Paul, you going to call it again? Overkill? The first one I started off this season, taking a look at the rosters, like I showed you a little bit ago in the beginning of the stream, I thought, man, I'm in trouble. These guys all had 8, 10, 12 Town Hall 12s, and I was convinced I was not going to make it. We're doing pretty good. We're holding our own at 4th place. Let's see here. Clash Nut needs a 3-star. He's on this one. And then Cyclone, and then Upeppo. So Clash Nut, Cyclone, and Upeppo are next. All right. Get everything started. Transition out real quick. We'll bring up Clash Nut. Now, ordinarily, I'd be going in here and setting up my new upgrades and everything as well, for whatever I'm going to do on each one of the bases. At the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and run the attacks. I think that's a little more interesting. Maybe not a lot interesting, but at least a little bit more interesting. Not so much interested in the loot I'm going to win on these lower level games. I just want to make sure they get the stars. Clash Nut is 18. What level do I got on heroes on this? Just 11 and 10. He's not going to be able to do anything up there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to play it safe. I want to get those stars. Let's see what we got with 25. We're gonna use the low level ones. He's got both of his expos. Looks like they're set to ground. Yep, both set to ground, so they're not a factor. Low level ADs. Level 4, level 3, level 4. Big hole right next to the clan castle. Does he have the 4th AD? Am I just not seeing it? Okay, so this guy is a Town Hall 8 with expos. Yeah, he's a Town Hall 8 with expos. That Expo will hit my hero when I set it down over in the corner. But I'm going to go ahead and take out these two ADs. And let the hero suicide out that one. And come in from... I'm going to take out the Clan Castle first. I'll come in from the top. One, two. Always watch your corners. And we'll freeze that bad boy for just a couple seconds, long enough to get a little bit of his health down and get the other two dragons in there. Get the Archer Queen moving in the direction we want her to go. There we go with the AD. Down goes the first Expo. That's good. Archer Queen is in the clear. She'll be able to do a lot of damage. Pop the King's ability. And we'll pop the Queen's ability. And there's our 3-star. So the title of this stream is How to Manage CWL When You're an Underdog. CWL Strategy for Underdogs. Not really an underdog in this match. At least I'm not. Alright, now who did I say I was going to do next? That was Clash Nut. Cyclone's next. Cyclone and then Upepo. Okay.
Please stand by.
We are currently experiencing game switching difficulties. In comes the Cyclone. Cleaning my lawn, cleaning my lawn. Okay, Cyclone's got level 10 heroes. Another kind of lower level account. Don't want to hit too high with this one. Level 4. Oh. I haven't upgraded the... Yeah, I have. Yeah, we got level 4 dragons. That's right. Where is Cyclone at on the list? 21. Can Cyclone take out 21? Let's take a look. That's an interesting base. We have 3 ADs. All of them positioned easy to reach. We have 1 blower. So we can come from the right, take out these 2 ADs. Heroes take out this AD. And then proceed to work on everything else. Shouldn't trigger the CC for a while. If the heroes go in, though, they'll trigger the CC. I don't want that. Plenty of room around it. I could drop a dragon or something. All right. 180, 2 ADs. Dragons, do your thing. Notice I put that Electro Dragon off on the side. He is going to absolutely rock out all those collectors. Archer Queen's done her thing. Oh, stop whatever's over there. Nothing's going to happen. Okay. Fluffy Mods, you are not allowed to sell your COC account. That is against the terms of service. Come on, dude. Not on this channel. What do you know? We got a 3-star. Was that the dog grumbling? Yeah. I think my dog is having clash dreams over here. Either that or she's dreaming of chasing a squirrel. I'm not sure which. Of course, you guys can't hear her grumbling in the background as she sleeps. Time to go to Upeppo. Upeppo y Chico. Can you name that tune? Oh, level 10, level 8, even lower. Oh my gosh. Upeppo, why have I not upgraded your heroes? Why are they so low? Let's see. Upeppo's low, isn't he? Yeah, 27. Okay, we're going to mirror this one. Blower pointing down, so we're not coming from there. We'll come from the top. I think we're going to take out those two and then drop most of the dragons back here. Not a whole lot of challenge for Town Hall 9 dragons against the Town Hall 8, I will admit it, but it is fun. That poor dragon doesn't stand a chance. Heroes to the south. No, one dragon worked his way all the way down there. That's something. I'll watch this. The Electro Dragon's going to fire. Come on. He's not going to get the fire at all. He'll get the fire against the Barbarian King. That's the only downside about running an Electro Dragon in a clan castle with regular dragons, is that sometimes he just doesn't get to do much. I think I'm going to come back later on this evening and do the high-level accounts. Alright, Upeppo's looking good. Makes 8 for Upeppo, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Then we got, let's see, Ziggy, Kame Warrior, and Holtraya. Oh, I could have done Note Vento before. Alright. So Ziggy it is. Ziggy. Anybody who wants to know how I manage so many accounts and run wars all by myself, now you know. So, Paul, you going to do this on yours? Start running 10 versus 10 wars? Do them all by yourself? Ziggy's 23. I'm going to have to start hitting some of the higher Town Hall 9s now. Did all my dips with the lower ones, and now I'm going to have to go a little higher. That's ground. The other one looks like it's air. Is he up? Nope, he's ground too. Okay, so they're not a factor. Huh. They come from the side on this one. Got a big hole over there, but I don't know if I can really take advantage of that. I can just walk in from the outside too. Alright, so heroes in the left. Yep, alright, here we go. We're going for 3 on this one. I don't know if it'll work. Okay, we got both of those out of the way. Send our heroes in and get ready with the freezes. Freeze the Queenie there. Oh, what's targeting? My queen should not have been targeted by anything. Oh, that was a nice miss. Come on. Where are you going? Big Expo shooting at you, and you want to go for the Dark Elixir storage. What is wrong with you? Well, at least she didn't sit there shooting at walls for a while. That's what she usually does. Bug Zapper's getting my dragons. Knock it off. Get in there, guys. Get it. That's good. Ouch. Air bomb. Electro Dragon's playing the time on the Barbarian King. I'm thinking we got this one, guys. Woohoo! And the next 3 are going to be pretty good when I do the next 3 rounds. I'm not going to have to spend a whole lot of time worrying about the strategy like I have this first 4. Oh, let's do Nouveau Clasher and take out So-So. Transitioning out. Please stand by. Oh, Supercell, please set up the SCID so I don't have to do this. Instead of email, put the name of the account. Life will be so much easier. Oh, look at that. My lawn's already clean. We are good to go. Level 10 and 6. Ouch. I've really got to get that queen upgraded. Not that I think it's going to matter much. This guy doesn't stand much of a chance. I watch this will be the one Town Hall 8 that I totally tank and I completely and totally bomb it out. His blower's at the bottom on the outside of the base. Clearly he's not thinking he's going to be attacked. Oh, from the air. Why did it not go down? That's just irritating. See, now I'm mad because that AD didn't go down, which means he's going to hit my troops. We're already showing that they're a little dense today. Oh, that's what happened. I didn't have enough lightning spells. I was wondering what I was doing with that rage spell there. That didn't make any sense. How did I do that? Well, we'll have to fix that for the next match. I wonder what happened. Oh, Natty Luft and Kame Warrior. How many has Natty Luft got? Natty Luft is done, so Kame Warrior gets this one. Time to transition again. Kame Warrior, come to the fold. You have been called to the lobby. Come join us. We are fully stocked and ready to serve. Kame Warrior with the dip on 26. Oh, bother. He's got all three of the ADs being covered by the blower. But I think I can still get the one on the left at the top in line with it, though. By rights, I should be able to hit that with the Electro Dragon. Now let's freeze it while I'm working on it. And of course, the Electro Dragon will go a different direction. Come on, boys, get in there. There you go. That's the way you do it. Oh, that's the way. I like it. King, here is your ability. Beat them with the Iron Fist. As once again, the Electro Dragon does not have a chance to fire. He's just flying around with the other dragons, making himself feel, like he's a part of the team. And that's okay. Look at that. 3-star city. I'm going to be filling clan castles like a madman tonight. Is there anybody left on here that I needed to hit? I don't think there was. Kami Warrior, I think it was the last one, wasn't he? No, Holtria. Holtria needs to go next. Okay. Switching to Holtria. Dragons are not spam. There we go. Even though all the traps automatically reset, I still, every time I go in, automatically hit the clan castle and the town hall. I will forever do that. Looks like Holtria is going to get 19. What do we got going on with 19? A little bit more spread out. Blowers in the opposite directions. I can't come from the left or the right on this one because the blowers will disrupt the pathing of the dragons. I think I can come from the top and still get those top two ADs. So if I take the two bottom ADs out, drop at the top and come in, hold off on the CC until I've cleared the center pass so it'll go straight at that wizard tower. Maybe hold back on a few dragons too. So I'll just drop 7 dragons to clear the top off. Because then they'll kind of split around to the sides. And I'll run the rest of them into the middle. And that should be enough to go in and get those 2 ADs without having any real problems from that air sweeper. All right. Here we go. I love how a level 6 lightning spell can take out a level 7 AD. Dropping them all specifically on where I want them to go. As predicted, the other dragons start to work their way around the corners. Clear my wings a little bit more. And send everybody else into the middle. I did all right at first. Got the one that time. That's all right. That's what I was afraid might happen. Got it. It's always a little dicey with those air sweepers because sometimes they're able to pick up and blow just a little bit outside of their range. And when they do, it will wreak havoc with the pathing of the dragons. What's more is the air sweepers will render electro dragons largely useless. I've had a whole pack of electro dragons in a Town Hall 12 attack or even a Town Hall 11 attack where they've gone up against an air sweeper and it just kept on blowing them away from whatever they were targeting, and because of it, the electro dragons one by one got picked off by some defenses. It was a real heartbreaker. Really, it was a heartbreaker to watch that attack go down. And it's happened several times. Happened in the last war to me. And I couldn't get to the air sweeper to take it down so that my dragons could get in and finish out the attack. Set up for the next one. The other thing when you run a lot of accounts in a single clan like that, you want to set up for your next attack each time. Natty Luft is going to go after 18, it looks like. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. All right. Switching out to Natty Luft. You have to clean anything on the lawn? Doesn't look like it. Good. We'll check that we're ready to go. We are. Okay, are Expos pointing down again? They sure are. Man. If anybody from this clan is watching, guys, you need to point your Expos up. You just open yourselves up to attack from the air if you don't. This is an apex base. If I come from the top or I come from the bottom, using the north and south points for the top and bottom, the problem with this base is that the dragons are going to want to go around the core. And you've got 2 sets of redirects, 2 different rows, before you hit that big open spot that's right in front of the town hall. Yeah, Croc, go ahead and toss up your game ID. I'll take a look at it in a minute. So, if I come straight at it, I hate these bases for dragons. They never go right. I'm going to try clearing the wings a little bit and see if I can't come in, and maybe I'll get lucky with the Electro Dragon. If the Electro Dragon can take out... There we go. If the Electro Dragon can take out anything in that row, I may be able to still go into the center. I'm going to lose a couple of dragons in the process, though. Come on, guys. Yeah, Electro Dragon's not going to do it. I think we might be okay, though. Because the heroes are going to work their way in. I don't know if I'm getting in the middle on this one. The blowers have kicked in now. Yep. Yeah, this isn't going to go well. It's going to be a 1-star. That's unfortunate. You win a few, you lose a bunch. That's the problem with this particular style of base. Like I said, it's got multiple rows of redirects. So if you come from the top or the bottom of it, even if you clear the wings, it's tough with dragons on bases like this. And those 2 blowers in the middle there, they just keep on blowing everybody back out again. And you can see the dwindling numbers of dragons. Even with the Electro Dragon there, who's trying to work his way in a little bit. The blowers are the savior of this base design. If he gets another shot off, we might. Man, I don't know if they're strong enough to chew through all that meat. 28 seconds. Down to the wire. My gosh, it's going to be like a 98% 1-star. Oh, no. 2 dragons. 10 seconds to go. Well, 12, 11, 10. Wow, that's a nail biter. We got lucky on that one. If he had had just a little bit stronger, if he had those Expos pointing up, that would have been a 1-star. That's all it would have taken was the Expos pointing up. Definitely if any of the air defenses were higher level. There's level 6. They were level 7. It's close, but we got it. Not going to complain when I get a good hit. So Verum Noctis is next. We got the bottom 10 done. Verum Noctis. think I'm going to do just a couple more, and then I'm going to take a break. Probably go up to the 90-minute marker, I think. Oh, all the builders are busy. Can't clear that. Okay. Verum Noctis. Oh, man, I got to go for number 16. That's hitting above his weight class a little bit. A lot. This one's got good, strong air defenses. And are they both ground air? Yeah. So both of the Expos are pointing up, and they got good, strong air defenses. I'd have to come from the top. It's another apex base. So it's going to draw my troops around to the sides. Blowers are both pointing down, but again, the troops are going to go around the side, and they're going to hit the gulfs on the sides there. This is not a good base for air. See, Croc, you wanted to take a look at your account. We'll take a quick look at that. L08R. CRGCR. Croc. Hey, you're Town Hall 7. Okay. Looks like maybe you're maxing. Yeah, looks like you max. That's cool. How's your builder base? Builder Hall level 4. You need to get your storages up. Air defense. Who do I got it? Who do I got at Builder Hall 4? Let's see. Not Evento's 5. I think I upgraded Firestar to 5. Is Bunyip 4? Yeah. So this is one of my Builder Hall 4 games. You can see the base layout that I've got there. With Builder Hall, you want to get everything down as quick as you can so that you can take advantage of the benefits of the defenses. I like to run just one troop, and then I rush as quick as I can to town or to Builder Hall 8. So what I'll do is I'll run typically beta minions. To learn some of the other troops, I force myself to run the other troops as well, to where I would just do an account that was only maxing barbarians before moving on, something of that nature. But usually what I run is the beta minions. And here you can see I'm doing that on this Builder Hall 4. You want to get as much stuff down as fast as you can. Feel free to copy the base layout if you find it useful. It works for me. Note the direction of the traps pointing in and up, pointing into the crusher. I don't put a whole lot of time into the air bombs at first or to the point defenses, but I do try to put the time into the key defenses early on, and of course offense. And you can see these are mostly level 1 and level 2 on the defenses. I don't put very much time into the Bunyip account at all. I probably should put more into it. I think I've got another Builder Hall 4, but I can't remember which one it is. I've got lots of 8s, a few 5s, and I want to say it's 2 or 3 Builder Hall 4s. But then the rest I just have at Builder Hall 2 so that I can do the clan games with them. That's what I use those for. .08 RCR GCR. Yeah, you definitely got to get the other defenses, especially the Crusher. Keep in mind, though, as soon as you put the Crusher down, you're going to be seeing more Crushers. The trophy rankings, once you reach 1,500, you just go against anybody who is within your trophy ranking, okay? But right now at 1136, there's still some matchmaking going on in the background. Once you put down your Crusher, you'll start to see Crushers. So you want to make sure that you've got the troops to be able to handle it. And let's see, Builder Hall 4 means you go up to level 8 on the troops. So right now you don't. So take your time. Either that or rush forward. If you're really good with the Raged Barbarians and dealing with it, you'll be alright. If not, get a clanmate that can do some friendly challenges with you. Because dealing with Crushers with all Barbarians is a little bit iffy. It's a little bit different. Looks like you're more focused on your point of view. Oh, you do got the Crusher. What am I saying? It's sitting right there in front of me. I completely missed it. I'm sorry. So you're already seeing the full Builder Hall 4 then. I can't believe I didn't see that Crusher. I'm getting loopy. I think it's time to close down the stream. Yeah, you're doing fine, man. Level Builder Hall 4 is the last one that I will max at. And for the walls, I take the walls to level 3 with gold, and then I start using wall rings after that. But after Builder Hall 4, I don't max anymore. Level 4 walls is the top of the line for my walls until I get to level 8, Builder Hall 8. And I start moving very quickly after Builder Hall 4. A lot of times I will just jump straight through to Builder Hall 8 from Builder Hall 3. And that'll be the last one I max. So hopefully that gives you something useful, aside from the fact that for some reason I couldn't see your Crusher, even though it was right there. I don't know what's up with that. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap here, guys. It's been 90 minutes, and I'll be back on later on this afternoon and evening to work through the rest of my clan war attacks that I've got to do for CWL. That includes the higher level ones as well. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll catch some of you guys online just a little bit later on. Take care and keep on clashing. Bye now.